So what could it look like if you wanted to run a test like this? If I were coming to somebody and saying, let's test this, let's try it out, let's see what happens. The first thing we talk about is direct linking with your display URL. If we can't come to an agreement on that, then the rest of it really doesn't make as much difference. I don't have websites. I don't have deep content sites. I don't have websites and landing pages and those sorts of things. You know, as a search affiliate, we generate search. If I do my job, the customer never even knows I'm involved. They do their search, they find the company, they click on it, they go to the website, they buy something, great. The right to use trademark and ad copy is an important one. It's not a big issue enough to talk about it here other than this one bullet point, but it is an important issue because it's really hard to write good, effective ad copy to sell something when you can't say what you're selling. I mean, it's just the way it is. There's too many good ads that are written out there that are specific. And when I'm searching, I know, use your own experience. When you're searching and an ad is specific and an ad is generic, which one are you going to go to? You're going to go to the one that's the closest to what you're searching for. So many companies don't allow this. Maybe you can allow it for your one or two trusted partners. The third bullet point is not a showstopper. It's not a non-starter, but it's an issue to talk about. If somebody came to me and said, listen, we'll do a test with you on 1 and 2, but 3 is just definitely out of it. Legal's involved. They're never going to go for it. My boss is never going to happen. You know, my CEO sits up at 3 a.m. and does searches on Google and just like takes screenshots of anybody that's using our keyword and sends them to me at 4 in the morning, and I have to dress them by the time I get to work at 5. We know that happens. You know, if that's just the way it is, we can talk about going forward. But I ask you to consider this. I ask you to consider the things that we talked about. Are you running 24/7, 365? Do you have a budget? How big is your keyword universe? Now, I have a merchant partner that said, Tony, I have 2.5 million keyword terms. I doubt you're going to come up with any more. I said, well, honestly, I probably would, but that overlap starts to get really small. If you're running 500 terms, 1,000 terms, 10,000 terms, even 20,000 terms, and your guys think they have everything covered, they probably don't. So what we do then is we would do an initial test and we would just run it and check for conversion. I mean, this all sounds great, but if it's not going to convert and it's not going to be a win-win, then it's not good for either of us, and it's not good for both of us. So there's really no sense to go forward and push this.